Welcome to the Wasteland News Network. We are still in the public test server, and this episode does contain some story spoilers. We have made our way to the center of the map, to Dark Hollow Manor. That's actually, you kind of want to move in. I mean, it's a really beautiful location. I'm kind of in a hurry to kind of figure out what the whole story is, and I know, well, I think I just got hit by some lightning. I want to find out more about the story, but from what I know now, the story and the scope of what they've created for us is simply massive. Absolutely massive. So while we're here, let's take a look and see what we can find on the exterior first. And we have a note here next to the civilian security guard's final goodbye. I feel like a character in one of those pulp magazines. I think I'm the only one left. And when I say left, I don't mean alive. I mean not turned. I can hear them outside banging on the door and shrieking nonsense like demons and spirits. They keep popping and sparking like someone stuck a fork in a power outlet. My terminal's power has been fried and my lamp keeps flickering. I'm afraid I won't last very long. And that was from a security guard. There's one of the lost right there. Let's just take care of him and see if there's anything else to see out here.
Storm didn't mask you this time! They rip and scratch and cut and hurts! You were trying to hurt us!
And from someone who's spent quite a few years doing voice processing, both sound effects and dialogue editing, the voice processing on The Lost is really, really good. That with all of the sound effects they've put in. Now try and see if there are any more notes or tapes of any kind. Trying to look at all the exterior around the manor without dying. Ghost, okay. Another security building that requires Dark Hollow security key. Okay, let's take a look around. Oh, they got some of those floater head things. Whoops. Oh, they definitely have security. A little phasing there. That's odd. Okay. I thought that was a note. Sorry. On the lookout for notes and terminals. And nothing in here that I can see that's lit or accessible or a key I can get out of a duffel bag, so I think it's safe that we can move on.
The land breathes. Do we breathe?
I love their dialogue. Well, let's continue the exterior tour before we head inside. More lost. Ooh, maybe there's a key up in here. Now, this is the entire PTS that is open right now is part 1. We have access to the map and the 2 events, but no quest or storyline. So I don't want to spoil that or put things in or out of order. Let me see if I can get up. I fell down into a structure. Let's see what's back up here, and then maybe head on inside. I see something down there, a skeleton that might have something on them, or they just died horribly, like I think I'm about to die horribly. Okay, I think it's time to head inside Dark Hollow Manor. Kind of want to live here. This is really nice. It's massive. Some new furniture that I haven't seen in the game before. It's kind of nice to see some new pieces. I killed a few of the lost coming in, and there were a few dead ones already in here. Okay, I see the open door. Oh. Okay. Oop, one more. Quite electrically charged. Yeah, we need that ammo right now. We've gone through so much. Oh, note. Let's take a look at this note. Current orders. We need a foothold outside of the vault. Holding the manor is essential for supply runs. Utilize any materials left over from the unfinished sectors of the vault. Fortify the atrium. Ensure you're sending someone down to report back at the end of each day. If you need backup, use the intercom in the wine cellar. Once the situation up there becomes safer, we can begin expanding outwards. Signed, Lieutenant Colonel James Oberlin. And yes, I think this is starting to come together as a story without spoiling too much. I still have to check the wiki on that name before I continue on thinking what I'm thinking this is. Okay, let's take a look. They said there was some kind of intercom in the basement that we can call someone. Now, again, this is all way before we have any quests or anything. We just have access, like I said, to the maps and to events. So, let's take a look. Oop, I saw a hand scanner. Checking for anything. Magazines, keys, notes, the usual. Okay, let's try the hand scanner. No, we're not going to try the hand scanner. Looking for other things first. This is the thing. I tend to focus on the glowing entry door, and then I miss something important. Okay, intercom. Hello? Nothing yet. Hand scanner. I had hopes. Okay, this area currently is unaccessible or inaccessible for now. So hopefully when we get part 2 in the next couple of weeks, I think the beginning of May, and then this is scheduled now, I think, for June to all come out, the whole thing. So we've seen a lot of these lost with the Vault 63 vault suits. So let's take a look over at Vault 63 to see if we can access that right now. Right now, I'm just taking one last look up here. All the doors. No doors. I thought this one might. Inaccessible. It doesn't look like. Might just be a PTS error. That's kind of neat. Okay. And this one, no, probably not. Anyway, ooh, lots of blood. Okay, that could have been me. Okay, I think it's time to head over to Vault 63. One more door. Nope. It is pretty nice. Okay, let's head out. One last look. And we're on our way to Vault 63. Vault 63 has been in Fallout 76 since beta. And, wow, that looks a little bit different. Okay, you used to have to access it through this shack here. But looks like the whole other end of the shack has been blown to bits. And now you can actually see the cave entrance. So let's head inside. Well, there used to be a platform here that square terminal monitor used to sit on, and then you went down and up some stairs and you had the vault door. So let's have a look here. Emergency protocols, blast door integrity compromised. Okay, that's the usual open the door thing. Okay, let me go back. Emergency protocols. Vault 63 is currently experiencing a vault-wide state of emergency and requires Vault Tech assistance with the following emergency protocols. VT-21, blast door integrity compromised. VT-34, fires detected throughout the Vault 63 entrance wing where we are. And Protocol VT-54, Vault Metro system compromised. Like, is VT Vault, or is that Vault 76, unknown hostiles, Vault 101, or just VT? Please contact Overseer Stoltz immediately. Vault Metro system. Oh boy. All right. And that's the old welcome letter. Okay. Let's see what's left down there, I guess. Looks like I can see... Yeah, the door, we just walked through the doorway. It's completely gone. This would have been, obviously, main entrance. Oh, we got fire going on in that elevator shaft. We can go that way. Not up that way. And definitely not down that way. So this is some kind of massive explosion. Let's see. We can go here. Door is blocked. Definitely blocked. Okay. Terminal is wasted. Oop, I see an intercom there. We'll come back hopefully to that. Nobody named. Just looking for any other clues as to what happened to Vault 63 here. It's the way we came in. Let's take a look down here. Wait. No, that's block 2, maintenance. And that one also. It's nice to finally get inside this vault. Not get too irradiated. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think that's where we came in. All right. That one also full of rubble. Let's check down this last corridor. And up through there. Looks like they barricaded. This one is dead end room. Nothing here. Just trying to go slow so I don't miss something. And believe me, I still miss things. Okay, you get so excited to be in a new area and you're like, yay! And then you walk past like an important note or doorway or something. Okay, this just circled around back to where we were. Okay. And that's where we came in. Take one last look through. No. Wait a minute. That's where we came in. Okay, when in doubt, I looked up. And I can actually use my little jetpack to get up here if I don't keep falling off things. That's the other thing I try to do with 360-degree turns and then look for anything else. Okay, so it's right under this welcome sign. And we are on the second floor. Doesn't look very big. Is it a name? Not a name scientist of any kind. That doorway is blocked. No clues in here at all. Still hoping for like an ID card, a key, a note, anything. And that, not gonna bother. Oh, well, let's try. And nothing in there. Okay, let's check this door. Inaccessible right now. It cannot be opened. Looks like they barricaded here for some reason. It looks like that just leads back down the elevator shaft to where that fire is. Okay. I think that is it on this little second floor thing. Nothing up here. Panda, some Rataway. I think there's a cranberry cola or something. Just taking a last look around. Chinese panda. Well, we'll take it. Okay. And let's see. That's it. Intriguing about the metro thing. I don't know if that means what I think it means, that there's a metro running between the vaults, or just a metro underneath this vault. And we just do not know yet because there's so much left to us. There is something interesting in the PTS that when you travel here, let me just interrupt this end of the video. There's nothing else left here. So when you fast travel to Hawksbill Weather Station, there are multiple fast travel points. One is Vault 63 Meteorology Sector. Now, I did travel to it, and it took me into a whole new area that I'm not going to show you because it has a character in there that's talking about people you've already met. So I know it's out of sequence, but that is correct. When you do travel to Hawksbill, you can enter Vault 63. So that would make the metro, at least between in and around this area, possible. So we just have to wait and see how the quest unravels. And before all that, let's take a quick look at the old Atlas Observatory. And it is around the center of the map, just north of the top of the world. This is if you're new to the game. And just a little bit south of where they do test your metal. Okay, so here we are. Let's head inside and see if we can find the old terminal entries. Now, this whole area is currently controlled by the Brotherhood of Steel, and you saw the laser gate there. You will not be able to come in until you complete that quest. So that's why this video is helpful. Here we are. There's also a couple of research logs. I'm not going to play those, but it's with Dr. Hammond. This is Scribe Valdez's terminal, and this is where they input all the archive materials related to the Atlas Observatory. And there is James Oberlin's name. So let's take a quick look at some of these reports. He was the Chief Army Scientific Advisor to the Atlas program. It's moving slower than expected, and they're working on construction of the Atlas Accelerator. So let's go to the next page. Report 3 something. Prototype results yielded moderate success. So they got light rainfall across a significant local area, so it's a success. And they were also able to produce a wide variety of weather conditions, including a snowstorm. 817. Imagine using this application to blanket a nation with black clouds, wipe out naval ports with typhoons, send fierce lightning storms against vulnerable air bases or ground units, and you can even deploy Atlas to quell any potential domestic uprising. It is my assessment that the Atlas system will diminish the threat of all-out nuclear war. Well, we know how that went. Anyway, current projections place a completion date in the first quarter of the next year. Okay, let's go to the next page. A couple of days before the bombs dropped. 2 days ago, I received a letter from Washington that they were shutting Atlas down. It was a total shock. It doesn't make sense. He doesn't really want to discuss it with Dr. Hammond because he'll probably just send him off the deep end. So there we go. They use some phrases like cost-cutting measures and things. So this is the day before the bombs dropped. So, as expected, he received a follow-up letter from his commanding officer. He was to go back through all the data that Hammond collected and adjust the values and results so that the Atlas program looked like a failure. They were burying the project and being so covert Well, he did break the news to Hammond, and he instantly flew into a rage, and they had to get a couple of MPs to escort him off the property. And after that, nothing. So you can go ahead and read some of the other stuff, but that's basically it. The Atlas program was a weather modification machine that could create all types of weather events. And if you look at the current map expansion, well, there's a hell of a big weather event going on down there. And it's starting or originating over at the Hawksbill Weather Station and the center of the map where we started, which was the Dark Hollow Manor. So I'm just going to kind of leave it there and giving you enough little tidbit spoilers. So that's it for now. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you out in the wasteland.